For the past few weeks, National Social Security Fund has made headlines over misappropriation of workers' savings. The damning report tabled before the floor of Parliament by the line Minister for Gender, Labour and Social Development several irregularities at the fund, ranging from the stagnant growth of contributors to the fund despite increasing number of factories and industries in the country. The report also revealed that the number of dormant contributors to the fund outweighs the number of active contributors, who are close to 600,000 as opposed to over 1.3 million contributors to the fund project by NSF balance sheets. This puts the growth of the fund in question. However, most intriguing reports alleging that the management of NSF is being used remotely by the politicians and top government officials benefiting from the abuse of state power to divert workers' funds for selfish gains with no interest returns on investment, a matter that acting manager of NSF Patrick Ayota has downplayed.
Can write whatever they want. People can allege whatever they want. The test against a lie is time. And the test against the truth is time. Either way, it will show whether or not I've been able to do that. We have processes in this fund. Many people used to think that, we have got sacks of money. Almost talks to the thing about cheats. That we had sacks of money somewhere. So somebody just wants, say if they want money, they cheat, so I go there, pull it open, here's cash. This fund doesn't have cash.
The allegations of highly placed politicians writing cheats to managers of the fund seeking bailouts first surfaced in 2012 when the former Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, Zoe Bakoko Bakuru, attests to it on a live televised talk show in the United States, where she lives in exile, that indeed she used to receive cheats from highly placed politicians seeking clearance from her office to access the fund. Minister Betty Among's revelation on the floor of Parliament about a similar matter of cheats parceled to managers of the funds to dish out funds to politicians under unclear circumstances correlates with her predecessor's revelation in 2012.
Can write and ask for money. So don't ever get upset because somebody wrote, or you read that somebody wrote and asked for money. I think the question to ask is, did you give out the money? Then you become upset if you find out that I did it without a criteria. On those two numbers, I can actually tell you, nothing has left the fund at all.
Despite the alleged misappropriations of the fund, which NSF is refuting, under the law, government is eligible to borrow from the fund through treasury bonds.
The law has restrained how the government can borrow. They can only borrow through treasury bonds or treasury bills. They can't just walk in and say, we want money. The law doesn't allow them. And that's why we are very comfortable with the safety of member funds, because what they've borrowed, they have a sovereign responsibility. It doesn't matter whether this government comes or goes. Once the sovereign liability, you owe, doesn't matter the regime.
However, as reports of fraudulent misappropriation of the fund take center, Parliament ponders to institute an ad hoc committee of 5 credible persons to investigate and ascertain the authenticity of the allegations. This has attracted public fears about the safety of workers' saving at the fund.
The fund, we had to actually get legal opinion. They allowed us to expand the extent of invalidity. Now you think about our processes require that you come and visit us, you sit in front of us, or we visit you, we fill out a form for you and have you sign.
Despite the downs the fund is facing, the management has realized unprecedented income increase of 1.54 trillion shillings in the last 6 months, which is beyond expectation. However, this contradicts with Minister Betty Among's remarks in her report to Parliament that the growth of the fund amidst dormant contributors need to be investigated.
As of the end of the day yesterday, just for the month of January, we've collected 121 billion shillings. The month of January, amidst the noise, people actually sending their money, 121 billion shillings. If you compare that to the same time January last year in January, same time, the 24 days, between January 1 and January 24th, we collected 97 billion shillings. So we've collected around 24% more this January than we did last January.
Meanwhile, Ayota was quick at assuring savers to fear not any uncertainties emerging from the fund investments.
US Social Security. Built in that is a guarantee of safety. NSF today, by law, NSF itself can make losses, but the law has says the member must be credited with at least 2.5 million shillings, 2.5%. In other words,
the alleged misappropriation of funds in the National Social Security Fund is causing public worry on the safety of money being remitted monthly. Nasir Abdul Lubwama, Almario Nawori for UBC News.